Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Roman Reigns hasn't shown up in WWE after Crown Jewel PLE. He squared off against Bronson Reed at the mega event, but lost the match after a misfire from the Usos. After the match, he told his cousins that he didn't want to see them until Christmas. This led many fans to believe that the Tribal Chief may not be seen in WWE up till December this year. However, the recent turn of developments in the company indicates that the OTC1 could be back in action soon. Seth Rollins being kicked out of the Vision does create a window of opportunity for Reigns to script his comeback. Not as an opponent, but as a leader. Roman Reigns can come back as the leader of the division and rename the faction. He may not remove Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker, for they are the future of the business. Paul Heyman and Roman Reigns have previously worked together in Bloodline. Their union brings huge revenue to the business, and Reigns' stars also shine brighter when he's aligned with Heyman. Reigns can also work alongside the Oracle now because the Wiseman has turned on Seth Rollins. He may have secretly colluded with Reigns behind the scenes, and then turned on Rollins with the intention of getting the big dog back in his fold. With Survivor Series War Games approaching, the Tribal Chief can align with Heyman and soon open up his cards. He can either get Austin Theory to join him, along with Heyman and the Bronze, or he can just lead the faction as it is now. It will be interesting to see how the four-time WWE Champion plays it out, especially now that Jey Uso and CM Punk will clash for the World Heavyweight Championship at Saturday night's main event, SNME. Roman Reigns' current booking in WWE not only perplexes the fans, but also one of the former WWE writers, Vince Russo, during the recent episode of Writing with Russo on WrestleBinge, was asked about his take on Reigns' future in the company. The wrestling veteran, surprisingly, said that he had no idea what the creative team had in store for him. With SNME and Survivor Series War Games in the same month, it will be interesting to see how WWE books the big dog in the storyline. Roman Reigns has been absent from WWE television since his loss at WrestleMania 40, but the rumor mill has not stopped buzzing about what could be next for the Tribal Chief. After over 3 years of dominance as the head of the table, fans are eager to see what direction WWE will take when the company finally pulls the trigger on his long-awaited return. Recent speculation suggests that Roman Reigns might not only return as a heel once again, but could also create a brand new faction with 2 current WWE superstars to reshape the balance of power in the company. While the Bloodline storyline reached legendary heights under Reigns' leadership, WWE seems to be planting the seeds for a potential evolution of his character. And if that involves the formation of an all-new faction, it could send shockwaves throughout the WWE universe. Roman Reigns has proven time and time again that his best work comes when he embraces his darker, manipulative side. His heel turn in 2020 completely revitalized his career and changed the landscape of WWE forever. The Tribal Chief persona, backed by Paul Heyman, the Usos, and later Solo Sikoa, created one of the most compelling sagas in wrestling history. But as Solo and the newer members of the Bloodline have started carving out their own identity on SmackDown, it's becoming increasingly likely that Reigns' eventual return won't be about reclaiming the old Bloodline. It will be about building something entirely new. WWE has subtly hinted at this direction through various backstage segments and commentary lines. Solo Sikoa has taken control of what's left of the Bloodline, introducing new faces such as Tama Tonga and Jacob Fatu, while seemingly distancing himself from Reigns' leadership style. This power shift could be the perfect setup for Roman to come back as a lone wolf heel, disgusted by what his family has become. And in classic Roman Reigns fashion, he may seek to rebuild dominance in his own image, this time with hand-picked allies who are loyal only to him, not the family name. The question then becomes, which 2 WWE superstars could join Roman Reigns to form this rumored new faction? There are a few intriguing possibilities. One name that continues to be linked with Reigns' return is Carmelo Hayes. The former NXT champion has the charisma, confidence, and in-ring skill to complement Reigns perfectly. Pairing Hayes with Reigns would instantly elevate him to the main event scene, while giving Roman a fresh dynamic. Someone young, cocky, and eager to learn from the best. The chemistry between the two could mirror that of Reigns and a young Uso, but with a more ruthless, business-oriented edge. Another fascinating name in this conversation is Braun Breaker. The powerhouse has been tearing it up on both NXT and SmackDown, and his intense, aggressive style fits perfectly with Reigns' vision of dominance. Breaker has been positioned as a future top guy for WWE, but aligning him with Reigns could accelerate his rise and give him valuable exposure on the biggest stage. Imagine a faction led by Roman Reigns, with Carmelo Hayes and Braun Breaker by his side. 3 generations of talent, blending experience, athleticism, and star power. Together, they could become an unstoppable force that redefines what a heel faction looks like in modern. It's also possible WWE could take a more shocking route by pairing Roman with unexpected names like LA Knight or even Finn Balor. Knight has immense popularity right now, but a sudden heel turn under Reigns' influence could spark major controversy and keep audiences glued to their screens. Meanwhile, Balor's recent tension within the Judgment Day might make him a perfect candidate for a defection storyline. Roman convincing Balor to abandon the Judgment Day and join his new faction could create one of WWE's most unpredictable alliances in years. From a creative perspective, Triple H and WWE management are likely aware that Roman Reigns' return needs to feel monumental. Simply reuniting the bloodline in its old form wouldn't have the same impact it once did. The audience has seen that story play out. To truly shake things up, Reigns' comeback should showcase a new purpose. A darker, more calculating version of the tribal chief who no longer seeks acknowledgement but demands obedience. Creating a new faction could give Roman a reason to evolve his character while keeping the Roman Empire theme alive in a fresh way. Another key element that could play into this storyline is Paul Heyman. For years, Heyman has been the voice of Roman Reigns, the advocate who helped him craft his legend. However, with Solo Sikoa currently commanding the bloodline, Heyman has appeared torn between his loyalties. WWE might use this tension to spark the next chapter of the saga. Imagine Reigns returning to confront Heyman for betraying him, only to reveal that he's been assembling his own faction behind the scenes. This shocking revelation could lead to a new era of WWE dominance for Reigns and his allies. Furthermore, WWE's brand split could give Reigns the opportunity to expand his influence beyond SmackDown. If Reigns' new faction were to cross brands, it would instantly make Raw and SmackDown must-watch television every week. This faction could serve as WWE's version of a modern-day NWO or Evolution. Unstoppable, arrogant, and dominant in every sense. Roman has the gravitas to pull it off, and his leadership would give the group credibility right from the start. Fan reactions to this potential storyline have been mixed but highly passionate. Some believe Roman should remain a heel, as his dominance and presence work best in that role. Others think it might be time for a face turn. However, based on current WWE storytelling trends and audience engagement, another heel run for Reigns seems much more likely. It offers greater creative flexibility and gives WWE the chance to continue exploring themes of power, loyalty, and betrayal, elements that have made the Bloodline saga so compelling. Social media has already begun buzzing with theories about how this could play out. One popular fan idea suggests that Roman might return during a high-profile main event, attacking both babyfaces and heels to re-establish himself as the most dominant force in WWE. Another theory predicts that his new faction could debut in stages, with mysterious vignettes teasing each member before the grand reveal. WWE has used this approach effectively before, with groups like the Wyatt family and The Shield, and it could work wonders here to build anticipation. From a storyline perspective, a brand new Roman-led faction could also create new rivalries and elevate underutilized stars. For example, feuds with Cody Rhodes, LA Knight, or even the Judgment Day would generate immense fan interest. WWE could also explore faction warfare between Reigns' new group and Solo Sikoa's Bloodline 2.0, setting up a War for the Island type storyline. That feud alone could headline multiple pay-per-view events and keep the audience invested for months. As for timing, the most logical window for Reigns' return seems to be around Survivor Series, or the build-up to WrestleMania 41. WWE tends to reintroduce major stars during these peak periods to maximize hype and ticket sales. Given that WrestleMania 41 will be one of the biggest shows in company history, Reigns' presence is practically guaranteed. The only question is, in what capacity will he return? If WWE truly wants to surprise fans, they'll have him come back not as the same tribal chief, but as the architect of something new, something even more dangerous. It's also worth noting that Triple H has been leaning heavily into long-term storytelling since taking over creative control. That means the seeds for Roman's new faction could already be planted in subtle ways. Small details like commentary mentions, backstage whispers, or cryptic social media posts often hint at bigger plans to come. If fans start noticing unexplained alliances or sudden shifts in character behavior, it might just be part of WWE's plan to prepare the stage for Reigns' resurgence. At this point, one thing is certain. Roman Reigns' next chapter will be one of WWE's most anticipated stories in years. Whether he returns to reclaim his seat at the head of the table or to establish a new empire entirely, it's clear that WWE's landscape will never be the same once he's back. The idea of Reigns leading a new faction with two hand-picked superstars is not only intriguing but could redefine the hierarchy of power in WWE once again. Fans have seen Roman Reigns dominate. As the tribal chief, they've seen him command loyalty, break records, and carry the company through one of its most successful eras. Now, the prospect of him reinventing himself, becoming even more ruthless, even more cunning, has the potential to usher in a new golden age of storytelling. With the right allies and the perfect moment, Roman Reigns could return to WWE and prove once again why he truly sits at the top of the wrestling world. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.